Trauma says to push people away before they reject you. But the Lord says, Matthew 11:28, come to me, all who labor and are heavy laden, and I will give you rest. See, I have trauma. I suffered a father wound from child abuse. And for many years of my life, I was running. I was running from anybody that tried to get close to me. I would hide. If we had disagreements, I didn't want to face myself. I didn't want to face what they were trying to teach me or trying to tell me about my behavior. At many times, my behavior wasn't acceptable. See, I grew up in an environment with my parents who didn't fight fair. They fought with one another and argued very ugly. And it was a learned behavior that I ended up growing up with in my first two marriages, and quite frankly, in my third, which is what I'm on right now. These behaviors started to not serve me well. My first husband didn't know how to help me with it. My second husband didn't know how to help me with it. And it wasn't until I met my third husband that I started to deal with it. God sent me on a journey after my second marriage where I was single for 10 years. I spent those 10 years on and off dating websites, meeting people, running from people, not wanting to get close with anybody, not wanting to let anybody get very close to my heart. And when I met my third husband now, his name is Tony, he was triggering me in ways that, again, I was single for 10 years. So when I met him, little triggers would come about, little things would come about that would remind me of my dad. And the one trigger for me, the main trigger for me that just throws me off is disrespect. Disrespect to me or to anybody else just triggers me to pieces. And I really wasn't understanding that growing up and later in my marriages. I didn't understand that it was that trigger of disrespect. And I was made to feel small many times when I brought up valid points for these people disrespecting me. My behavior wasn't correct and the way I responded, but me pointing out their behaviors was valid. I just didn't know or learn how to respond to their behavior in a healthy manner. So when I say we need healing, that's what I'm talking about. We need healing from our behaviors. We need to unlearn what we learned previously. We need to unlearn what's no longer serving us, what's no longer working for us. That doesn't give the abuser the right to treat you in a disrespectful manner. But we have to learn how to respond to the disrespect. And sometimes the response is, setting up boundaries. Setting up boundaries that they're no longer allowed to cross. If somebody disrespects you and you tell them, hey, I don't like this. I don't like your tone. I don't like how you're treating me. I don't like what you continually keep doing to me. I don't like this pattern that I keep seeing between you and me. And it needs to stop. And if it doesn't stop, and you create this boundary of, look, okay, well, we're going to go no contact until this straightens out, until this stops. And if they continue to even do it after that, you might just need to pull away. You might just need to put your foot down and say, okay, that's it. I'm not doing this anymore. The constant disrespect is no longer allowed in my life. See, many times people get used to what you allow. They get used to what you allow from them. And it's when you put your foot down and finally say enough's enough is when You're going to take that step back, but so will they. And they may not like this new you. They may resist. They may start talking about you to everybody else and start trying to rally everybody in on this and team up and bully against you. That's okay. Because it could very well be that God is bringing something to your attention about people and how they've been treating you and what you've been allowing. And if he's pulling people back, that means he's pruning away what no longer serves you in your life. So don't interfere in that process. I know it hurts. I know it hurts when you start seeing people that God brings to your attention that he doesn't really want to be involved in your life anymore because they can't go where he's taking you. He's got a bigger purpose in your life, and they've already served their purpose. So don't go and chase after the people that he wants to be pruned away. I say this to you because I struggle in these areas, and these were areas that I needed to heal, and I'm still healing in my own life right now. It's a struggle. It's something I have to lift to God every single day. This journey is a daily commitment. It's not going to just get healed overnight. And it's going to probably take the rest of my life to get healed. But healing means that you're no longer allowing the trauma and the triggers to control your life anymore. You're still going to get them, but you're going to learn how to better cope with them. You're going to learn new ways to put your foot down. You're going to have your negotiables with people and non-negotiables with people. You're going to establish boundaries. You're going to establish boundaries so that you can, if one of your triggers is people disrespecting you, then you're going to establish those boundaries so that they no longer disrespect you. You're going to learn new tools and new ways to protect yourself. Doesn't mean that you're never going to have a trigger again. It doesn't mean you're never going to have a flashback again or suffer and just have bad days. Just remember, it might be a bad day. It's not a bad life. You got to pick yourself up and realize that it's a day-to-day commitment. You're going to feel good some days and some days not. But I urge you to begin this process. Begin the healing. Get started. You deserve that. You deserve a better life. You deserve to start healing. You deserve to stop being in survival mode and start thriving. So that's my hope for you, that you will begin this journey. Bring God in the mix. Bring the Lord in there with you. Let him help you. Let him guide you. Let him lead you. Invite him in. He will get you started. May God bless you.